Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope you all are having a fantastic day today. Now, today we're going to be checking out some MAC-10 gameplay. Yes, the first time you actually will ever see this weapon on this channel. And to be honest with you guys, you will probably see it a lot more in the future as well, because I just absolutely love this weapon with all my heart right now. In the beginning, it's kind of booty cheeks, but after you get some more attachments and you rank it up a bit, you'll definitely begin to enjoy it a tad bit more. And also, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to anybody else who doesn't celebrate this holiday and stuff like that. But guys, hope you have a very safe day, very fun day. Hope you're spending it with family, friends, and really enjoying yourself. Make sure you stay safe as well. Don't do anything stupid. Make sure you stay safe, especially with this virus going around and all this nonsense. Be careful out there. But today, guys, we have a pretty interesting commentary talking about Activision and how they're handling Black Ops Cold War, and how personally I think that they are trying to intentionally make each and every one of you guys purchase this video game against your will, honestly. And they're very sneaky about it. They're actually extremely sneaky about it, and probably the majority of you guys probably didn't even notice. But if you go on Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which is a very popular game, probably the most popular video game that Activision has ever released in the Call of Duty franchise, that game absolutely popped. And with that being said, they know that tons of people are still going to play Modern Warfare, especially since Warzone is intertwined with the whole Modern Warfare scene. And the best way that they can possibly get sales on Cold War, since it's such a flop and nobody wants to play it, and it's a really complete booty cheeks, incomplete, just horrifying video game that's been released to us. They know the only way that they could possibly make sales on this video game is by twisting it around and confusing players who are playing the most popular Call of Duty video game. Now you might be asking, what do you mean, JB? This makes no sense to me. Well, what I'm talking about is how they're selling off Cold War in Modern Warfare. If you didn't notice, they're hiding things in the store and in the Battle Pass by making it look like it's for Modern Warfare. Now, if you play Call of Duty a lot, clearly, you're not going to notice this. You know what I'm saying? You're going to look at the Battle Pass and you're going to be like, this is clearly not for Modern Warfare. I don't know, why this is in Modern Warfare. And if you go to the store, same thing. You're going to look at the store items and be like, this isn't Modern Warfare. This operator isn't in this video game. This gun isn't in this video game. But for the mass majority of the community, the mass casual majority of the community, they don't pay attention to the fine details like that. They could give two craps. They see something new in Modern Warfare, they're going to go ahead and purchase it because they enjoy Modern Warfare. But little do they know, if they go ahead and purchase the Battle Pass, nothing in the Battle Pass will give them any content towards Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So at the end of the day, they're tricking people into purchasing that Battle Pass, and when they purchase the Battle Pass and start grinding the content, they can't get any refunds on this. They can't ask for their money back from Activision. Activision will just straight up laugh in their face. So they basically wasted 10, 20 bucks on this Battle Pass without being able to use any of the content inside. Unless you go ahead and Warzone and, you use a Cold War weapon and stuff like that. But we're going to talk about this stuff a little bit later. That's the juiciest bit of this commentary. I think you guys are going to really enjoy that part. But this is really cold-hearted and wrong. Because they don't advertise the Battle Pass as a Cold War Battle Pass. They don't tell you, oh, this Battle Pass right here, this is for Cold War. They don't indicate that the skins or anything in the game are made for Cold War operators. They don't do anything. They just slapped a brand new Battle Pass into the game. They took away the Modern Warfare Battle Pass, so when you go on Modern Warfare and you hop into the Battle Pass, this is the only one you see. So instantly, the casuals are going to think, oh, new Battle Pass for Modern Warfare. Can't go wrong with that. Let me toss in 20 bucks and get this thing. And later on, they notice that the Battle Pass was not made for Modern Warfare. And at the end of the day, they're going to see, I wasted 10, 20 bucks. I grinded through this whole Battle Pass. I have tons of new content that I can't use. What am I going to do with this? And eventually it's going to lead them into purchasing Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which will definitely look a lot better for Activision when it comes to Cold War, because once again, the game sold not the best. Clearly, as you see right now, tons of people hate it. It's an incomplete video game. They didn't have enough time to make it. So Activision is trying to do everything in their power to trick people into purchasing this game, because nobody's going to willingly purchase this video game in the current state that it's in. It's absolute garbage right now. Why would anybody spend $60 on a game that's worth like maybe 20 bucks right now? But by sneaking in that Battle Pass and making sure people purchase that Battle Pass and getting all the content inside, not knowing it's for Cold War, it will more than likely push them to purchase Cold War, because they know that they have all this new content. They spend all this money on the Battle Pass. They need the video game in order to use that content. So they're going to go ahead, purchase Cold War for 60 bucks, and then they're going to be able to use all the Battle Pass content. Honestly, it's really disgusting. It's really disgusting. And to be fair here, it's very clear that Activision is struggling with Cold War. And from a business viewpoint, I can completely understand where they're coming from. They need to make the money. They need to make up for the sales that were lost because the game is incomplete. So, of course, they're going to go ahead. They're going to add all this stuff into the game. And yes, I guess it is fair that they added the Battle Pass in. That's up to the consumer to see that it's no, Modern Warfare weapons in there, or the skins aren't for Modern Warfare. They're for Cold War. But at the end of the day, they can't, assume that all the people are going to read this stuff. They need to make sure that it's very visibly clear that the Battle Pass is for Cold War specifically, so people don't go ahead and cough up money falsely for a game that they don't even own, and then they're going to cough up $60 later just so they can use the content that they grinded for. Number 2 is the store items. They're doing the exact same thing in the store as they're doing with the Battle Pass. They're not going ahead and indicating which items are for which video game. They just tossed all the Cold War items into the store. They pretty much removed all the Modern Warfare items as well. They put it at a very small section at the very bottom, but the rest of the store is completely filled with Cold War items, but no indicator that it's for Cold War. So once again, all the people who play Call of Duty 24/7, you're going to know that these items aren't for Modern Warfare. So you're not going to go ahead and purchase any of these items unless you want them for Cold War. But the casual players, the people who don't give a crap, the people who just play Modern Warfare and think it's a good game, they're going to see these items in the store, and they're going to be like, wow, that's a really dope skin. That looks great for that weapon, or that looks great for that character. And there are weapons that are in both Modern Warfare and Cold War, like the AK-47 and the MP5, which they can make skins in the store, and nobody would notice the difference because it's the same exact weapon. It's really cold, man. It's really cold that Activision is tricking individuals into purchasing Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And these people know it too. People are actually furious right now. If you look at this article right here, I forget who it was, Dexerto or Charlie Intel is one of the two. But they're talking about how the community is actually, furious right now that all these things are being added into Call of Duty Modern Warfare without any indication that it's made for Cold War. And people are wasting money on this stuff, not knowing it's for the wrong game. It's cold-hearted because now people, unlike the Battle Pass where, you can go ahead and grind through it and it is free in certain aspects, the store isn't. You pay for what you get. And if you pay $20 for a bundle, you can't get that money back and you cannot refund any of the items in that store. So if you go ahead and purchase that from the store, you're going to have to go ahead and purchase Cold War in order to use those items, or just accept the L and just lose the $20. And the last bit of information I want to give to you guys, and honestly, this is the biggest part of this whole commentary, is how they handled the Cold War weapons in Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone. Now, once again, you guys know that Warzone is a part of Modern Warfare. It's not on the Treyarch engine, it's not on the Cold War gameplay or anything like that. Warzone is a Modern Warfare-styled video game. But for the most recent season update for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, they added in all the Cold War weapons into Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone. Now, you might think, oh, JB, this isn't a bad thing. It's definitely adding more content, and I agree with you. It's great, honestly. Going into Warzone right now, it's fantastic. Tons of new weapons, tons of variety, tons of attachments. It is definitely probably one of the biggest BRs we'll ever see to date, and I gotta give Activision props. They are literally handling the BR side of Call of Duty perfectly. But here's where the trickery comes in. Here's where Activision's hidden finesse weaseled its way into the Call of Duty franchise. As you guys know, the Cold War weapons are completely broken in Warzone. They still aren't fixed. God only knows when they're going to fix the Warzone weapons. And even when they do put out nerfs and stuff like that, I guarantee that the Warzone weapons will still be more powerful than the Modern Warfare weapons. Now, why is this, you might ask? Why are these weapons way more powerful than the Modern Warfare weapons? It's a very simple answer. They want you to purchase Cold War. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, why would they make the guns overpowered in Cold War when you can just use them in Modern Warfare and rank them up? But you got to understand, yes, you can use them and rank them up in Warzone, but it's a very long experience. That's like playing Modern Warfare and trying to go for camos in Warzone, where you're only going to get like 8 to 10 kills a game, compared to playing like TDM and you can drop like 40 kills, which is much easier to get camos and rank up your weapons and stuff like that, compared to Warzone. So what this means is that people are going to see these very overpowered weapons from Cold War, they're going to want to use these very overpowered weapons from Cold War, and they're going to want to unlock attachments for these overpowered weapons from Cold War. And obviously, as we all know, Warzone is one of the biggest things in the Call of Duty franchise right now. Everybody's playing it, and if you watched my videos from a few days back, I showed you a graph from Google Trends that Warzone is still completely stomping out Cold War and Modern Warfare multiplayer combined. Warzone is huge. So with that being said, people are going to see the most overpowered weapons, and they're going to want to rank them up. And the best way to rank them up is to buy and play Cold War, go into Domination, Free-for-all, TDM, whatever you want to do, and just rank up the weapons in Cold War, and then transfer back over to Modern Warfare to play with those overpowered weapons. That's the best way. And the funny thing is that Activision actually used a strategy a while ago when they did the same thing with Modern Warfare Warzone and a free-to-play weekend for this. When they allowed people in the prime of Modern Warfare to play Warzone for free, it encouraged people to purchase Modern Warfare because they were sick and tired of not being able to use custom classes or use weapons with good attachments and stuff like that. They could only use ground loot. And when they saw that, they purchased Modern Warfare, they grinded out their level, they got custom classes with different weapons, different attachments, and then they went back into Warzone and they had good classes. Same thing is happening here with Cold War. People are going in and playing Warzone. They see extremely overpowered Cold War weapons and how they're the best weapons in the game. They're going to go ahead and purchase Cold War, upgrade the weapons, use them in Warzone, stomp out kids. It's the same exact thing. Genius marketing strategy by Activision, let's be honest here. It's definitely something very smart by them. But overall, it's a very cheap way to get sales on a game that is just simply incomplete. Do not let them trick you. Do not let them fool you. You can even just look at this map that I'm playing on right here. Do you see the textures? The trees aren't even loading in. The sky is pitch black. The game is trash. It's literally trash right now. It needs months and months and months before it's a complete game and it's worth $60. Don't let Activision fool you. But guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, and by all means, if you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's 2 ways to do so. I have a Twitter and a Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams of video games, I do that over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.